I'm a mechanic, and I'll be honest, not everyone in this business is here to serve you. Some are chasing bigger invoices instead of honest repairs. I've seen drivers walk in for a small issue and leave with a $700 bill. Today I'm exposing 17 stupid ways mechanics steal your money. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you exactly how to protect yourself from these scams. Number 17. The free inspection trap. I bet you never turn down those free inspections that shops advertise. It sounds like a great deal. Someone checks your car for free, points out anything wrong, and you leave feeling safe. But you also know the saying, free is rarely really free. Some shops use that free inspection as a way to get your car inside the garage. Once the car is on the lift, the tone slowly changes. The mechanic comes back with a serious face and a long list. Suddenly, your brake pads are almost finished. Your coolant is too dirty. A belt is about to snap. Now the pressure begins. You start imagining being stuck on the road with a broken car. Most drivers don't want to take that risk, so they agree to the repairs right there. And that's exactly what some shops count on. Because once you say yes to one repair, it becomes much easier for new problems to start appearing out of nowhere. Before you know it, the list keeps growing, and the bill starts climbing higher than you ever expected. Number 16. Charging for parts that were never replaced. The majority of us don't sit there when the car is being repaired, and it's understandable why. Time is limited. We have work to do, errands to run, and other responsibilities waiting. So we drop the keys, trust the shop, and come back later to pick up the car. That's exactly the moment some dishonest shops take advantage of. You receive the invoice, and it shows a long list of parts that were supposedly replaced. A new air filter, a cabin filter, maybe a sensor or two. On paper, it all looks professional and detailed. But the truth is, many drivers never check what was actually done. And that creates an easy opportunity for someone to add parts to the bill that were never replaced at all. Your car runs the same, so you assume everything was fixed. But if you opened the filter box or checked a few components, you might discover the same old dirty parts still sitting there. When drivers don't see the repair with their own eyes, a simple invoice can quietly turn into something else entirely. Number 15. The fake urgent repair. This trick often starts right after that free inspection we talked about. The mechanic walks back with a serious look and tells you something that makes your stomach drop. This needs to be fixed right now. Suddenly, the problem sounds dangerous. They might say your brakes are about to fail, a hose could burst, or a part is so worn that driving the car home would be risky. Anyone hearing that would feel nervous. No driver wants to take chances with their safety. And that fear makes it easy to say yes without asking too many questions. The truth is, some parts do wear out. Cars are machines and repairs are normal. But the problem comes when a small issue is turned into a major emergency just to rush you into paying for a repair. Instead of giving you time to think or get another opinion, the pressure builds right there in the shop. Once a driver feels scared enough, they'll agree to almost anything, and that's when the repair list can start growing even larger. Number 14. Overcharging for simple labor. Many drivers assume that if a repair sounds technical, it must take a long time, and some shops quietly use that belief to inflate labor charges. The truth is, there are repairs that look complicated on paper, but take a mechanic only a few minutes to complete. Yet the bill may show 1 or 2 full hours of labor. Take something simple like replacing an engine air filter. In most cars, it takes less than 2 minutes. Open the box, swap the filter, close the clips. But some drivers end up paying labor for it like it was a major job. The same thing happens with cabin air filters, battery replacements, headlight bulbs, and sometimes even windshield wipers. These are tasks many people could do in their driveway in under 10 minutes. But on the invoice, those small jobs can suddenly look like heavy work. After that, it becomes even easier for a shop to quietly install the cheapest parts they can find. Number 13. The cheap parts for premium price trick. This one is tricky because even if you stay there during the repair, you might still not notice what's really happening. The mechanic tells you they're installing high-quality parts. Maybe they mention OEM components or premium brands that last longer. Hearing that makes most drivers feel better about the price on the invoice. But here's where the trick can happen. Once the car is in the garage, some dishonest shops install the cheapest aftermarket part they can find. These parts cost far less than the premium ones you were told about. To the eye, they often look almost the same. Most drivers wouldn't be able to tell the difference just by looking at them. Yet when the bill arrives, you're charged as if the more expensive part went into your car. You pay for top quality, but your vehicle leaves the shop with something much cheaper under the hood. And when parts like that fail earlier than expected, the car ends up right back in the shop again, sometimes with a completely different problem waiting to be discovered. Number 12. The "you need a full system replacement" lie. Always, and I repeat always, don't rely on just one mechanic for advice, especially when someone tells you that a full system replacement is needed. That kind of repair can be expensive, and there are two big reasons you should slow down before agreeing. First, not every problem requires replacing the entire system. Sometimes a small part inside that system is the real issue, but replacing a single valve, sensor, hose, or relay doesn't bring in as much money as replacing the whole thing. Second, full system replacements don't always fix the problem. In some cases, they can even create new ones. A new component might not match well with older parts in the vehicle. That can lead to new warning lights, leaks, or strange behavior that wasn't there before. This happens a lot with AC systems, steering systems, exhaust components, and suspension parts. Instead of solving a small issue, the repair becomes much bigger than it needed to be. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never get caught off guard by tricks like this again. Number 11. Double charging labor. This one can slip by quietly if you're not paying attention. Sometimes a repair requires removing the same part more than once. A careful shop would bill you just once, but some mechanics will charge labor twice for the same task. Take a timing belt replacement, for example. To reach it, they remove certain components. Later, another repair, like a water pump, needs those same parts removed again. Instead of combining the labor, the invoice lists it twice. What should take a few minutes suddenly looks like hours of work. Other small jobs like spark plugs, valve cover gaskets, or accessory belts get the same treatment. Before you know it, the labor costs have quietly stacked up. When that happens, drivers are more likely to agree to extra necessary repairs because the car already seems expensive to fix. And once the price feels high, it's easy for the next part of the bill to sneak in without a second thought. Number 10. The mystery diagnostic fee. You bring your car in with a problem, and the shop says they need to run a diagnostic to figure out what's wrong. That sounds fair, until you see the bill. Some shops charge $100, $150, or more just to tell you what the problem is, even when the issue is obvious. Maybe your battery is dead, a fuse blew, or a loose wire is causing the problem. Instead of fixing it right away, they make you pay just to hear the diagnosis. The fee often comes with pressure, too. They tell you the car shouldn't be driven until the problem is fixed, making it feel urgent. Even if the actual repair is small, the diagnostic charge alone already inflates the total cost. Once you've paid to find the problem, it's easy for shops to suggest other repairs or parts replacements, knowing the driver is already invested in the process. And that's when small issues start turning into bigger bills before you even realize it. Number 9. Fluid flush scams. Personally, I only recommend flushing your car's fluids if you have a solid history of your vehicle, knowing exactly what's been done and when. If you're relying solely on a mechanic's suggestion, make sure it's your trusted shop, the one that knows your car inside out. Otherwise, you could end up paying for a service your car doesn't actually need. Fluid flushes should generally follow time or mileage, whichever comes first. Here's a quick guideline. Transmission fluid, every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Coolant or antifreeze, every 50,000 miles or 5 years. Brake fluid, every 2 years, regardless of mileage. Power steering fluid, usually 50,000 miles, but check your owner's manual. The problem is, some shops will push these services early or unnecessarily, claiming your car is at risk, just to add another $100 to the bill. And be keen on the next one. One scam that can really cost you. Number 8. The bad sensor guessing game. Some mechanics play a game that most drivers don't even notice. Your check engine light comes on, and instead of diagnosing the real problem, they start replacing sensors one by one. Oxygen sensors, MAF sensors, coolant sensors, you name it. Each replacement comes with a labor charge and a new part cost. The tricky part is that the original problem may not even be a sensor at all. Sometimes it's a wiring issue, a loose connection, or a small mechanical problem hidden deep inside the engine. But by swapping sensors, the shop keeps the driver paying while the light might come back later. This guessing game works because most people assume the mechanic knows exactly what they're doing, and they rarely question the process. Once drivers are already paying for one unnecessary sensor, it's easy for the shop to offer another repair that seems urgent, and the charges quietly keep adding up. Number 7. Charging for a full oil change, but only topping it off. Here's one that happens more often than you think. You come in for a full oil change, expecting the old oil to be drained, the filter replaced, and fresh oil filled to the right level. But sometimes, the shop only tops off your existing oil and keeps the full service charge on the bill. Most drivers wouldn't notice until it's too late. The dipstick might look fine at a glance, and the car seems to run the same. Meanwhile, the shop pockets the difference between a full service and a quick top-up. This trick works because oil is something most drivers don't check closely, and once the car leaves the shop, it's rare that anyone goes back to verify what was actually done. After a few of these small shortcuts, it becomes much easier for a mechanic to suggest other preventive maintenance you might not actually need, keeping your wallet open without you realizing it. If you want to save money and do an oil change yourself the right way, I made a video showing exactly how to do it safely at home. Click the link above to check it out. Number 6. Replacing parts instead of fixing the real problem. Sometimes the real issue with your car is small, a loose wire, a weak ground, a cracked vacuum hose. But instead of taking time to trace the problem, some mechanics go straight to replacing big parts. Your alternator stops charging properly, and the shop replaces the whole alternator. Later, you learn the real problem was just a corroded battery terminal, or the engine runs rough, and they replace coils and sensors when the real cause was a small vacuum leak. Replacing parts is faster than careful diagnosis, and it also costs more. For the shop, that means a bigger invoice. For the driver, it means paying hundreds of dollars while the real problem might still be hiding somewhere else. The worst part is when the car leaves the shop and the issue comes back again. Now another part gets blamed, and the cycle starts all over. Before long, the car begins collecting new components while the original fault is still sitting quietly under the hood. Number 5. The fake safety issue. Nothing pushes a driver to open their wallet faster than the word safety, and some mechanics know exactly how powerful that word is. You bring your car in for a small issue, maybe a noise or a warning light. After a quick look, the mechanic walks back and says something like, "I wouldn't drive this car like that. It's not safe." Now your mind starts racing. You imagine the brakes failing, a wheel coming loose, or the engine shutting down in traffic. Most drivers won't take that risk, so they approve the repair right away. The problem is that sometimes the issue isn't nearly as dangerous as it's made to sound. A worn part might still have thousands of miles left, but presenting it as a safety threat makes the decision feel urgent. Fear removes the time you would normally use to ask questions or check another opinion. Once a driver agrees to a repair under pressure like that, it becomes much easier for the shop to point out another expensive problem hiding somewhere else in the car. Number 4. Inflated parts prices. Not every surprise on a repair bill comes from labor. Sometimes the real shock is the price of the parts themselves. Many drivers never check what car parts actually cost. They assume the price on the invoice is normal because it's coming from a professional shop. But if you search the same part online, you might find it selling for a fraction of the price. Take something like an ignition coil or a sensor. Online, it might cost $40 or $50. Yet on the repair bill, the same part appears for $180 or even $250. The driver ends up paying several times the real price without realizing it. Now, shops do mark up parts. That's normal. They need to cover warranty and operating costs. But some places push that markup so high that the customer is paying far more than they should. Most people never question it because the repair is already done and the car is ready to go. Once the bill starts feeling expensive, something interesting happens. When another problem gets mentioned, many drivers just nod and agree, hoping the mechanic will finally fix everything in one visit. Number 3, the "we found another problem" trick. You drop your car off for one repair. Maybe it's a brake job or a strange noise under the hood. A few hours later, the phone rings. The mechanic says the original problem is clear, but while working on the car, they found something else. Now the story grows. A worn belt, a leaking seal, maybe a suspension part that doesn't look good anymore. None of this was mentioned when the car first arrived, but suddenly it's sitting on the repair list. Sometimes these discoveries are real. Cars do have hidden issues, but this trick works because the vehicle is already taken apart or sitting in the shop, and most drivers don't want to bring it back later, so they agree to fix the new problem right away. Once that repair is added, another issue can appear during the same visit. The list slowly grows while the driver keeps approving one more fix. Number 2, the parts swap scam. By this point, most drivers assume the parts inside their car are still the same ones they brought in. After all, you handed over the keys and trusted the shop to fix the problem, not create new ones. But in rare cases, something worse can happen. A dishonest mechanic may swap a good part from your car with a worn or failing one. Your working battery, alternator, or sensor quietly disappears, and a weaker part takes its place. Since most drivers don't check under the hood after a repair, the change can go unnoticed. The car might run fine for a short time, but before long, a new problem shows up. Now you're back in the same shop, paying to replace a part that used to work perfectly. This trick doesn't happen everywhere, but when it does, it's one of the most frustrating experiences a driver can face. Your own car becomes the source of spare parts for someone else's repair. Number 1, taking advantage of customers who don't know cars. At the end of the day, the biggest trick isn't a specific repair. It's something much simpler. Think about it. Most people don't spend time learning how engines work, what parts should cost, or how long a repair should take. They just want their car fixed so they can get back to their day. And dishonest shops know that. When a driver doesn't understand the basics, it becomes easy to say almost anything. A small issue can be described as a major failure. A cheap part can be presented as something expensive. A quick repair can be billed like a long and difficult job. The driver hears technical words, sees tools, and lifts around the garage, and assumes everything being said must be true. That's why paying attention to these tricks is just the first step. Knowing how to spot them and protect yourself is what actually stops them from draining your wallet. How to protect yourself from these tricks. The first rule is simple. Never rush a repair decision. If a mechanic tells you something is urgent and expensive, take a moment and ask questions. A good shop will explain the issue clearly without trying to scare you. Second, always ask to see the old parts after a repair. Honest mechanics usually have no problem showing you what was replaced. It's a simple habit, but it stops many of the tricks we talked about. Third, learn a few basic things about your car. You don't need to become a mechanic. Just know where your dipstick is, how to check your battery, and what normal maintenance looks like. That small knowledge makes it much harder for someone to mislead you. And finally, try to find one mechanic you trust and stick with them. A shop that knows your car's history has less reason to guess, replace random parts, or push services you don't need. If you think repair shops are expensive, wait until you see this. Some vehicles have features that quietly trigger wear, drain power, and cause problems over time. Most people never turn them off. I explain them all in the next video. Click the link below and watch it now.